There's the location. A couple cool caves around. Let's see what's inside of them. That's the one I want to go all the way back into. Oh yeah. Oh shit, it's inside out. Wait. Caves are a really cool thing. You know, they go deep underground, you can find neat things there. But to go caving responsibly and safely, there's a few things you might need. For instance, I'm wearing a helmet, okay? These rocks right here, they're a little bit crumbly. You know, they just come right off. You don't want a bunch of rocks falling on your head. That just wouldn't be fun. I have a harness on here because a couple of these caves are a little steep to get in. So we're actually going to be rappelling in. That's why I got myself a nice big coil of rope here. Now rope is super nice, but even more nice than that is having a light source. So I got this light source here, got another one on my head. You got to keep the caves illuminated. Alright, so these rocks right here, these weren't made by natural forces, these were carved out by people, maybe 100 years ago or so, and they're a little bit crumbly. But we're going to go explore them and they look really cool. But we want to be safe, which is why we wear one of these, and we bring one of these. First aid kit, you know, you get cuts or scratches. If it's something severe like rocks falling on you, you got to evac. But for the time being, if you're just going on a little caving adventure, they're really super nice to bring. Alright, so now we're at the mouth of the cave. I'm about to start walking in. A few things you want to take note of before you start going into a cave is how far does it go back? Do you have any maps of it? Any environmental hazards, like if there's really crumbly rocks or there's a lot of water in there. Stuff you want to keep an eye on because it could land you in big trouble. Alright. I got my headlamp on here. I want to pay close attention to what I'm stepping on. It's a really cool looking cave. I want to make sure that I can explore it as safe as possible. Yeah, so right here we got a little bit of a water hazard. Doesn't get more than a couple inches deep. Oh, there's really cool striations in the rock. You can see the iron on the sides there. I love the acoustics of this place. Wow. So it goes a little ways back. I think we found the edge of the cave here. Wow, there's really beautiful rocks. See how rocks like this? They're really cool, and that's why people like to go into caves and find stuff that you can't really find on the surface. But look at it, it's just flaking right off. So in a cave like this, you have one environmental hazard, which is a cave-in. So because of that, you don't want to be smacking rocks. Probably not want to make super loud noises because stuff can just kind of crumble in on you. But they're still really cool. I don't know if there's any cave life in here. We could take a little look though.
There's a wild neck.
Salamanders? There's a wild
Getting
neck.
completely
Alright. So going through the cave a little more, we found a bit of cave life. As you can see, these are moths here. They're still alive. This is their dormancy state. Oh, there one went. So this is what they do, just to hang out. Because, you know, moths don't like to be flying all the time. There's one. Okay, so I found a cool looking cave back here. It goes a little ways back and there's a couple, you know, forks in the road. And one thing important to remember while caving is to know where the hell you are. So, I've set up this little line here. It's very simple, just some paracord or something. You could even use fishing line. And what's really nice with this is that if you're going down a cave that's got multiple angles and maybe it goes a way back, you can just leave yourself a little way back to where you're going. So as you can see here, there's a little fork in the road. You take that way, I don't know where it goes, or I can take that way. It looks like it ends. So I'm going to go this way. just a little bit further. Oh, cool. Wow, this is fascinating. Oh my God, look at the moths. Whoa, oh, crazy, crazy. Okay, so I don't know where the hell I am now. So I'm just gonna start walking my rope back, because I'm lost in the dark. This would be a really good example for if your light were to go out on you. Because if your light goes out on you and you're in the middle of a cave, you're gonna have a bad time. But if you got a rope like this, you can just feel through the dark and make your way back. Just like that. That's how you don't get lost when you're in a cave. What we're gonna be doing now is going into a vertical cave. Because one of these you can't very easily scramble down. If you take a look there, yeah, it gets a little steep. Yeah, I don't know if I want to climb down that. So what we're going to have to do is rappel down it. And rappelling is a really fun thing. Testing my rope, testing my anchors. Let's start the descent. Alright, as you can see I've made it down. It was only about a 10-foot drop, but they're very vertical walls. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's go a little further, shall we? Alright, now I'm at the bottom of it. And I got down nice and safely with my rope. If I wanted to, I could use an ascender or some other sort of climbing device to get back up there. But seeing as this way has an alternative way out that involves walking, I think I'll take that option instead. But rappelling into a spelunking cave is amazing, and I love doing it. It's super fun. You get to see all this cool stuff, like these mining relics. And yeah, caving is a fun thing to do. Alright.
Probably shouldn't stand over the water.
This is an example of a submerged cave, and we're going to see how far we can make it back into there. Now, when going into a submerged cave, you want to be aware of water. There's a lot of water in it. It gets a little deep. But wait, what do we have here? A log?
It's got a shower.
Yeah, it has. Although it did get deeper right after him. That was the deepest part.
You're gonna have to get your... What?
It's definitely the deepest part right there.
You're gonna have to get wet, dude.
We use the log for like support
Yeah, like
while waiting.
holding onto it,
Yeah.
not standing on it. That's dangerous. Don't do that.
It totally stands out.
Or nobody...
There's a really cool spider here.
Oh, nice. I'll zoom in for when you fall in the water.
Okay. Whew, that looks deep.
It is.
Get across.
Go for a little swimmy swim. Oh, wow, we actually did it. Holy shit. Alright.
Yeah, it gets a little tall back here. I like me a good cave. Whoop. Whoop. There. Loose rocks. I'm filming stuff. This is our bridge crossing. This is the best way we have to make it across the very deep ocean that lives in this cave. What are you doing? Yeah, it's just a little bit of water, you know, up to the knees. When it's like 32 degrees, it's ideal. Whoa! Okay, so I'm in the cave now, pretending I'm walking around. I'm not seeing where I'm going. That's my head on a rock. And I don't feel any of that. You know why? 'Cause I'm wearing one of these. Helmets are really nice to have. For that reason. They really come in handy when caving. Kersploosh! There he is. The feral animal at the bottom of the cave. Look at that stance. His eyes are glowing. Are you drinking that water?
Don't drink that water.
Don't drink that water. Alright. I am a squatter in the back of this cave. This is my Gollum impersonation. Precious. That's what happens to be in caves. Alright, stop rowing.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Oh my God. What have you done?
Yeah.
Look at this look at the ripples in the water there.
It's like a boat went by.
You want to set up yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can do both.